Hey, Sasha, are you there? Are you still alive? If you are, then give me a message back, please. Wait, is this Trish? I figured you'd be the only person to send a message like that to me. What is it? What do you want? Oh, come on. What kind of way is that to talk to an old friend? I thought we were best friends. I only ever thought that about you until we finished high school. That is when I figured that you were just being friends with me because you thought that taking pity on a poor girl like me would make you more popular. I would hardly say that that means we were best friends. Oh, I see. So you're still mad about that, huh? If I remember correctly, you didn't find out about all of that until we were about to graduate, right? And that must have been why you changed what college you were going to go to, because we were going to go to the same one. But yeah, I have to say that you really proved me right about how much better people think you are when you're a rich person hanging out with someone from a poor, sad family like you. Right, well, this has been an unpleasant trip down memory lane. Anyways, is that all? Did you want something? Aw, just what is that supposed to mean? I mean that if you only reached out to me to insult me and remind me of what you did, then this conversation is over. I'm busy and don't have time for this. What are you talking about? You're poor. You probably have all the time in the world. But fine, I guess I can just cut to the chase. I heard that you were going to be getting married soon. Is that true? Excuse me? Just where did you hear about that? So it is true? Well, you are going to invite me to your wedding, aren't you? I heard that you're marrying the son of some really rich family. I bet that means he must have a lot of really rich, handsome friends. So I want you to invite me to your wedding so that I can meet the man of my dreams. Wow, well, that was brutally honest of you, but no, I won't be doing that. Ever. In a million years. What are you talking about? How can you say that? Not only do I not like you, but I wouldn't want you turning my wedding into some kind of dating reality show for you. Aw, but wouldn't that be so fun? It's the perfect chance. I mean, just think of all that I did for you when I was your friend. Don't you think it's time for you to pay me back for that? Excuse me? And just what do you think that you were doing for me when we were in school? You were the one who used me to try and look like some kind of good person who took pity on the poor. You were never really my friend. Do you have any idea just how hurt I was when I found that out? The only reason I haven't blocked you yet is because it all ended so quickly and I didn't even think to do so. By the time I felt better about everything, I had rid you from my mind. So no, I won't be inviting you to my wedding, actually. Now, if you have nothing else to say, I am going to be going now. Don't ever message me again. Got it? Sasha, wait! Don't go yet. We're not through here. Actually, we are, so I'll talk to you never. But I need you to help me find some rich guy who I can marry. Listen to me, if you don't invite me, I have ways of getting what I want. Do you understand me? If you don't pay me back for being your friend, I am going to make you regret everything. In fact, I'm looking forward to making you pay. Oh, Sasha, are you there? How long has it been? 6 months now? I just wanted to let you know that I finally figured out just who it is that you're going to be marrying. It took me a long, long time to hunt him down, and let me tell you, I was a bit let down, actually. But anyways, it didn't take much more effort after that to find out where you're living, too. I'm surprised you're still living with your parents, but I have to say that their house is looking a lot nicer. I remember when it used to look like a run-down little shack. I wonder how that happened, given the fact that none of you should have money. I bet you begged your fiancé to give your parents a totally new house, didn't you? Anyways, he should be an easy target for me. Trish, is that you? Again? And what do you mean, my fiancé? What are you talking about? Just what I said, that I finally figured out who he is. I don't have a fiancé, though, and my parents moved off their old land and put it up for rent. Wait, what are you saying? I don't understand. Well, I moved and I don't live with my parents anymore anyways. In fact, I had no idea that any new building was even built there. I guess there must have been some developer who was renting the property. Okay, what is going on here? Do you really think that I'm going to buy all of that? You're just mad because I want you to pay me back for all that I did. But you've got some nerve just lying to me like this. I promise you that I'm really not lying. I seriously had no idea that any of that had happened. Oh, just can it already, Sasha. But anyways, I also just wanted to let you know that it's fine if you don't invite me to your wedding. Or should I say, you might want to cancel your wedding now and save yourself the money. Either way, it isn't happening. Sasha, I have a surprise for you. I know that your wedding is going to happen tomorrow, but unfortunately for you, I'm with your fiance in a hotel room as we speak. Trish, I have tried to tell you over and over again that I am not going to be getting married. And if you must know, tomorrow is actually my birthday. Aha! I knew it! I knew that you were getting married! What are you even talking about now? I remember a long time ago that you said if you ever got married that you would want to do it on your birthday. Well, this Sunday is your birthday, isn't it? So there we go. That basically confirms to me that you are getting married this week. Did you really think I would let you escape without paying me back for all I did? Well, I took it a step further and just stole your fiancé. Now the two of us are all over each other in a hotel, and you won't be getting him back. Trish, I seriously have no idea what you're talking about at all. Are you in shock? I want to know how it feels to know that I've stolen your man from you. You two are going to be getting married tomorrow, and now it's all for nothing. Tell me how it feels. I seriously don't know what you're even saying. I'm at a hot springs right now with some friends, and we're going to be here tomorrow, too. Wait, what do you mean by that? Literally what I just said. Some friends and I took a trip to some hot springs, and we're enjoying the weekend together. I seriously do not have any intention to get married anytime soon. Here we go again with the lies. When are you going to learn that those won't work on me? I am literally here with Jasmine from school. You remember her, don't you? Hold on a second. You're on a trip with Jasmine? Yeah, that's right. The two of us have been friends for a while, and since we both like being outdoors and enjoy natural hot springs, she offered to take me out for the weekend here. We're literally here to only celebrate my birthday, and that's it. I don't know what to say. That can't be right. Well, if you really don't believe me, then why not try messaging her right now and seeing what she says? I don't get it. Why are you with Jasmine right now? I mean, she said that the two of you are together, but I really don't get it. So you're both at a hot springs right now? That's right. I mean, she sent you the pictures of her and I together in our hotel and of the baths, right? Was that enough for you to believe me? But why wasn't I invited? That isn't fair. I used to be the leader of our friend group. How could you two do this to me? Are you seriously still so hung up on things that happened in high school? The fact is that neither Jasmine nor I ever wanted anything to do with you after high school since you did the same thing to her that you did to me. We aren't friends with you anymore. You seriously need to move on with your life like we have. But that's not fair. You two need me. Think of how much I raised your status up in school just being around me. If you really think that any of that is true or even matters now, then that is really just sad. How could you say that? How could you be so cruel to me? In fact, aren't you forgetting probably the most important thing about all of this? What are you talking about? What am I forgetting? I'm talking about who you're with. Do you have any idea who this person is? Well, I just thought that he was your fiancé who you would be marrying tomorrow. But I already told you that I'm not getting married and that I'm not engaged. I don't have a fiancé. Don't you get that yet? So then, who is this guy? Whose man did I steal? That's what I'm trying to ask you. I have no idea who you're with right now. Hold on. I don't get it. Anyways, it's getting pretty late here. I think we're going to go to bed. Have a nice night. What is going on here? You can't leave me like this. Sasha, are you there? You have to help me. I have really stepped in it now. I'm in huge trouble and you need to help me. Ugh, jeez, what is it now? What do you want? Well, you remember that guy who I thought was actually your fiancé, but then it turned out that he wasn't? Well, it turns out that he's the guy who is renting the property that your parents used to live in. Wait, actually, now that you mention it, you did say that someone had built a nice new house on that land, didn't you? I had no idea what you were talking about and almost didn't believe you. But it's true! Okay, and what do you want me to do about it? Well, this guy is married! Right, so you're basically telling me that you thought that my fiancé was the guy coming in and out of the house that used to be where my parents lived, but that he actually has a wife who I guess you must have thought was me? Well, when he and I first got together 4 months ago, when we first started getting together, I assumed that you and him just couldn't wait to move in together and that he started living with you in your parents' house. You remember how my parents were? They were never going to let a man who I wasn't even married to live in their house. I know I've taken this way too far. This is really bad. How did this happen? I still don't get it. This has never happened to me before. That isn't really true, though, is it? This isn't the first time that your reckless actions ended up in a case of mistaken identity. What do you mean? What are you trying to say, huh? When did this happen to me before? You have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I heard from Jasmine that not long after we graduated and you two were going to the same college, that you were bragging to others about how you stole Jasmine's boyfriend. I was surprised that she decided to stick by you even after high school, but I think it was all those awful rumors that you spread about her that finally made her cut you off. Oh, that. Right. Well, I was single, and I figured that it was time for Jasmine to pay her debts to me for all that I did for her, so I just took what I thought was fair. Except that she never had a boyfriend to begin with, isn't that right? You just saw her going to classes with her cousin and assumed they were dating. So you just got with him thinking it was her boyfriend. Wait, is that really true? I thought that he was her boyfriend this whole time. Why am I just finding out about this now? I don't get it. That can't be right. So basically, not only did you drive away the only two people on Earth who would want to be your friends, but in the process you completely failed at getting what was owed to you from them. You just went off thinking that you had won when you had only driven away your friends. No, that can't be right. That isn't how it went. You've got this all wrong. I took Jasmine's boyfriend away from her because she owed me for all the things that I did for her in high school. But now it seems to me that you really have taken things too far. I don't know what to do. I'm really scared. You should be. At least in college when you were seeing Jasmine's cousin, it wasn't like he was married or anything. But now you've gone and slept with a married man. But I had no idea that he was married. It isn't fair. It's not my fault. Do you think that the wife is going to care at all about that now that she knows? But I didn't know that he was married. He never told me, and I thought that the other woman in the house was you. How was I supposed to know that that was really his wife? I was so sure about everything. How did it come to this? Well, it seems to me that the secret must be out. Why else would you be coming to me freaking out? Something tells me that you've already been found out. Oh, right. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, that's why I wanted to message you in the first place. She is suing for having an affair with her husband. And I was hoping that you wouldn't mind paying for everything for me. I found out that this guy only earns like $1,500 a month. There is no way he can afford to pay for us both. You're the only one that I can turn to. And just why in the world do you think I would want to pay for you? Well, it's really all your fault that this happened if you think about it. You can't be serious, right? It's all your fault that this happened. You were the one who took the actions you did, and now you are facing the consequences for your actions. Don't you dare try and pin this on me. You were the one who ignored me when I tried to tell you that I really wasn't getting married. But you tricked me! You knew that I wasn't going to listen to you because I thought that you were lying to me! Do you think anyone is going to buy that? You've always just only heard what you wanted to hear and never cared about what anyone else had to say. Well, now it seems like your actions have finally caught up with you. But we're friends! You still owe me! You can't do this to me, Sasha! We are not friends, and you have done this to yourself, Trish. Now, goodbye. I should probably come clean and say that I'm actually married. And it is true that my husband is the son of a rather wealthy family, but coming from a large family with many siblings, it isn't like he's the heir to a vast fortune or anything. Of course, his family would support him if he were in trouble, but he just works as a regular businessman. I don't really know how Trish got the intel on him that she did, but then again, she was always the queen of getting the juiciest gossip in school. I guess she should have done a little bit more research, though, because her actions landed her in big trouble. When her parents found out what she had done, they told her that they were cutting her off. Finally, Trish truly had no one that she could turn to for help. I heard that she had to take out hefty loans to pay off all her debts, and that many of those loans came from rather shady people. Now she is working herself to the bone to pay those off as well.
Your work is done. I'm going home now. Yes, okay. I'll turn on the rice cooker. Thanks. Is there anything you'd like me to get you? Well, I might want some bread or something. Bread, okay. Speaking of which, Aisha, did you eat some of the cup noodles we had at home? I'm pretty sure they weren't stocked anymore, right? Sorry, I was hungry and ate. It's okay to eat. But I was wondering what happened to you recently. Isn't Aisha's appetite amazing? Is that so? Yes. Things that you may notice that the food in your fridge is sometimes gone. You eat twice as much dinner as you used to. Some days I eat more than my mom and I'm surprised. I'm sorry. No, there's nothing wrong with eating a lot. You can eat it. Because it's better than going hungry. But I'm a little worried because you suddenly started eating. I was wondering if something was wrong. Nothing. I'm kind of hungry these days. Is it a growth spurt? Maybe he's right. Well, I hope there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with your body, right? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, that's good to know. I envy Aisha's body because she never gets fat even though she eats a lot. Mom's on a diet a lot, isn't she? I remember when Daddy was alive, he used to pinch Mommy's tummy. Forget about it. It's one of the memories I have of my dad. I won't forget this. Well, if you put it that way, there's nothing I can say. But I've gained a lot of weight since then, and I don't think Dad would recognize Mom today. It's okay. He would notice me no matter what I look like. I hope so. But then again, maybe I should lose some weight. My pants have been really tight lately. I like my mom now too. Aisha. Because Mommy's belly is so nice and plump. I'm going on a diet today. Yeah, I've decided. You're so cute. Natalia, I went to the park today and there was no one there, okay? Did I get the meeting place wrong? Sorry if I got it wrong. What if Natalia is at a friend's house for a visit? Natalia? Oh, sorry. I'm Natalia's mom. Looks like that kid gave you my phone. Oh, I see. Thanks for letting me know. Aisha, right? Yes, sir. Just in time. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. Is it for me? Yes, it is. What is it? You know what, Aisha? Can you please stop hanging around my Natalia? What? I don't think Aisha and my Natalia are a good match. Your family is poor, right? Besides, you get government benefits. I don't want my Natalia to play with kids from the house. Handouts? Poor? Oh, you don't know? Aisha's house is paid for by the state. They live off of the taxes that everyone else works and pays. Who wouldn't want to play with someone who is causing such trouble? Is that why Natalia hasn't been playing with you lately? Yes, I don't think Natalia is the only one who doesn't want to play. Anyway, stay away from our kids. You never know what a child might do if his parents don't see him. A lot of kids are delinquents, and I don't want them to be a bad influence. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope you understand. Even Aisha doesn't like to be compared to other girls, right? It's for the both of our sakes. Yes, sir. Auntie, I'm telling you this out of the kindness of my heart. Don't harass me from now on because you can't play with my Natalia, okay? I would never do that. I wish it were. Well then, that's why. Make sure you know your place and stay in school. Mom, I'm hungry. Do you have anything to eat at home? Huh, Aisha? Are you home now? Yeah. Was today a morning class? I'm sorry, I forgot to, and we didn't buy any food. I was going to buy it on my way home today. No, not AM class. I just came home for dinner. I can't eat food at school. Huh? School lunches, what's wrong? Actually, they haven't fed me for 2 weeks now. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. What do you mean? They didn't feed you? Don't tell me you're being a jerk at school. Yeah, I don't want to keep doing this. I don't even enjoy school. Mom, help me. Aisha, calm down. I'm gonna get you out of here, I promise. Can you tell me what happened? Just a minute. Natalia and her friends are taking my lunch. You're poor and you don't eat the same school lunches as. Huh? What the hell? At first, it was just dessert and bread being taken. Now, when a child in Natalia's group is on lunch duty, she doesn't get a side dish in. Where's the teacher? You don't pay attention to anything? At first, I was in Natalia's group too, so I considered us close. They asked me when they noticed, but then Natalia comes in to talk to me. I tell the doctor that I have a small appetite and he shouldn't force me to eat. I think the doctor believes it too. So you didn't tell the teacher the truth? Yeah, and I'm embarrassed that they would do this to me. I couldn't say. I really didn't even want to tell you, Mom, but it was hard. There's not a single thing Aisha is ashamed of. Really? Mom, don't you hate me? How could it be? My mom loves Aisha more than anything in the world, okay? Don't you think it's pathetic? I'm not ashamed of the disgusting things they do to me at school. I don't think it was much harder than that, but I thought it was great that you persevered. Not that it's good to be patient. I thought Aisha was a strong girl. I'm not strong. They did that to me for 2 weeks and I didn't whine one bit. Besides, this is how you told my mom. Aisha is a strong girl after all. Aisha is not bad. It's the kids who don't get school lunches that are to blame. Not because I'm a bad person. I'm poor, paid by the government, so I shouldn't play with Natalia and her friends, right? Besides, Aisha is a potential delinquent, right? Who told you? Natalia's mom. Natalia, you're Mr. Johnson, right? I thought your mom worked for the government. Maybe. So, I kind of understand what's going on. Aisha, I'm sorry. Huh? It's my mom's fault that Aisha was being bad-mouthed like that. It's not your fault, Mom. You always work so hard for me. It's my fault because I'm a child who can't do anything. That's not true. Aisha did nothing wrong. Trust me on that. Yeah. But Mom, I won't be a bad boy because I get a lot of love from my mom. Of course. A good girl like Aisha, nowhere else. Hey Aisha, can I tell you about what was done to Aisha by a teacher at school? It's what I need to do to help Aisha. Alright. I don't like the way it is. Plus, my mom was there to make sure I was okay. I felt relieved when I told him. I see. I'm glad Aisha was able to get some relief. Anyway, Mom, I'm going home. Huh? What do you do? It's okay. I was just about to take my lunch break, so I'm going home to make dinner. I'll even buy some of Aisha's favorite fried chicken. Yes. Thank you, Mom. Have a safe trip home. Am I right in my contact information for Miss Kiara? My name is Kathy, mother of Natalia Johnson. Yes, that's correct. What is it? Are you ready to apologize? Apology? Of course not. You said you called the school to inform them that our daughter is harassing you. Can we drop the subject now? It's very annoying. With all due respect, it is our Aisha who is annoyed. The doctor told you what Natalia and her friends did, didn't he? It's definitely not acceptable. Do you have any proof that Natalia did it? And I can't believe that parents would come out to their kids' mess. You must be very busy. I told the school because it's important. If you have that time, why don't you work more and give Aisha a better life? I think we give Aisha the same life as other children. Of course, it won't be perfect, but I don't need you to tell me what to do about my family. Kathy told your child, Natalia, that we are poor, didn't she? It's true, isn't it? You know, the ones that get child support. It's a sign that they are not wealthy. What's wrong with talking? That's what led to my daughter being harassed. Of course your daughter, Natalia, is responsible for this, but children are influenced in no small way by their parents. I think you are responsible for this. It's your fault for being poor. Can you please not shift the blame? I didn't become a mother and a child because I wanted to be. And of course, we are grateful for the assistance we receive from the government. I know it's my fault that I only make enough money to receive assistance. But my daughter has nothing to do with it. You may think so, but I think it's relevant. You know how kids of single parents have a higher chance of delinquency? Don't you know? It has not been decided that Asia will. And yet, I don't want them to make a distinction because I am a single parent or because I get benefits. It doesn't matter what you think in your heart, but I don't want those statements on the surface or in front of our kids. So that's your opinion, right? It's not our educational policy. Children of single parents aren't the kind of people you want to be around for a long time. I think it's best for both of us to keep our distance. Natalia, you didn't keep your distance, didn't you? They go out of their way to harass you, you know? I don't know anything about that. It's between kids. I am more worried about you, Natalia. I don't think that heart that hurts people is healthy. Huh? Natalia can study and play sports, remember? I even get to be on the class committee and I have a lot of friends. What is there to worry about in such a Natalia? That's why I think the problem is that he hurt Asia. Please talk to Natalia properly. I just want you to ask me why I did it. You're persistent. You're a mother and a child and you want to be busy with your children's problems? I heard we have a lot to discuss at school. I wonder if it will affect your work. I work for a company that understands. I've been told to discuss it thoroughly. You think you deserve preferential treatment because there are hypocrites all around you. I'm stumped. You live off of our tax dollars and you have no humility. I don't care what they say about me. It's true that taxpayers support us in our daily lives, but can you think of it separately from Asia? Please don't say anything in front of your child that could hurt my child. I told you, I don't give a shit. Quick, correct the school. If you don't, I'll tell you things I know, okay? What do you know? Like your income and what kind of benefits or preferential treatment you receive? It's not just child support you're getting, right? Oh my goodness. You get to do a lot of things just because being a single parent. You know that because Kathy works for the government office, right? Yes, I know all kinds of families. So I don't think we should go to the extra mile, do you? You don't want to be any more miserable, do you? Do you know what confidentiality is? Huh? What you are doing is leaking information. We will contact the government office where you work. What are you talking? I haven't told anyone yet. I didn't leak any information. Not the welfare department, right? How do you know so much about our situation? I'm just saying, if you're a single parent, you usually get benefits, so it's only fair. But you know about the annual income and other benefits, right? I just happened to talk to you when you came to the town hall. Are you satisfied with this? Then it's still an information leak. You've been talking about me to your children and other mothers around you. I just received an apology from the mother of the girl who was hurting Asia with Natalia. Huh? Then I heard that Kathy usually talked about various families. I heard that you told them personal information about other families, not just ours. No, I think you're mistaken. I don't remember that. Okay. I'm going to ask the other mothers to testify as they remember it. Make sure you reflect on what you have been doing. And please talk to Natalia and apologize to Asia. Wait. Okay, I apologize. I'll make sure Natalia gets a proper apology. So don't call me at work. An apology is in order. Don't think that this will stop me from reporting to my workplace. Kiara thinks about it. My husband works for the government too, so it's not like it's going to bother my husband. I don't know. And that's what Kathy has done. You are responsible for it, right? I'm sorry. I didn't see this coming. I'm sure. Otherwise, I don't think I could be this shallow. I'll give Natalia a stern talking to. I'll tell her to play with Asia too. That depends on how Asia feels, so please don't do that. Miss Kathy, you once told me that playing with Asia would have a bad effect on you, so that's one possibility. You didn't mean it. Asia, who had done nothing, and mothers who cause their children to harass them, which is a bad influence on Natalia. I'm done with work. It's payday and I'm buying a cake for you. Yay! Aisha, would you like strawberry shortcake? Copy that. Aisha, how was school today? It was fun. Natalia is gone, but... You went to your father's parents' house, right? Yeah. But he apologized at the end, so... I was glad to see you back at the swing, Natalia. The other kids said they were sorry too, so we're done. I see. I knew Aisha was strong. Why? Because being able to forget someone is the hardest thing to do, especially if they do something you don't like. I owe that to my mom. Huh? I'm the child of the strongest mama in the world who is always kind and protective, so I can be strong too. Since then, Natalia's mother was fired from her job. The father thought that the current environment would be detrimental to Natalia. They decided to leave Natalia at home with her parents. I am glad that Natalia apologized and forgave me in the end. It was really hard, and I even promised not to do it to another child anymore. Also, I don't know the details, but Natalia was strictly disciplined by her mother. She was under a lot of stress. I hope Natalia can relax at her grandma's house. Mom doesn't talk much about it, but it seems that Natalia's mother lives elsewhere. I heard that story from a classmate. I knew it didn't feel good to hear about what was going on in someone's home. I love my mom, despite everything that has happened. I have been protected a lot, and I want to repay the favor when I grow up. And my dream is to be a mother like my mom. I want to be a person who can be kind to others and strong at the times of purpose.
Lana, sorry, I'm late tonight. I'll start driving back soon.
Another late night? Okay, I'll heat up dinner now.
You haven't eaten yet either?
Not yet. I wanted to have dinner with you.
You should have just gone ahead without me. Sorry, you must be pretty hungry.
It's fine. I've eaten here and there throughout the day. I ate a little earlier when I was at the coffee shop.
Right. By the way, didn't you say that your working hours there have been stretched to the evenings?
Yeah. We started serving nights, too. I might start coming home later than you.
Oh, wow. I'll be lonely.
Sorry, but there's not much I can do.
I know this is just my selfishness talking, but I want you to just relax more, Lana. I'm earning enough to put food on the table for both of us. You don't have to kill yourself working, alright?
But I'm the type to keep busy. And I want to save as much money as possible for our future children. I don't want to just rely on you, Phil.
I am very blessed to have you. You're such a great partner, Lana.
Don't exaggerate.
Oh, yeah. On the topic of children, I was wondering if we could talk about kids soon. We've been married 3 years, right? What about you, Lana?
Well,
You still don't want kids yet?
it's not that I don't want a baby. But I love my life with just you, and I'm worried throwing a kid into the mix would ruin what we have. I'm sorry, but can we live without kids for now?
Wow, it makes me happy to hear that.
Wait a sec. Do you want kids or not?
Of course I do, but I'm so happy to hear you view our relationship that way. Honestly, I'll be happy either way if that's what your reasoning is. I'm just happy to have you by my side, Lana.
Got it. Shouldn't you be heading home soon? You might catch the storm tonight unless you come home soon.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'd better hurry home.
Don't rush too fast. Just get home safely. Sorry.
What's up?
I went to the gynecologist for a checkup. I've got some bad news.
Yes?
I'm so sorry. I had a miscarriage.
Huh?
I feel absolutely horrible right now. I finally got pregnant, like we wanted. I was so looking forward to having the baby.
Wait, what? You were pregnant? What are you talking about? I had no idea you were pregnant.
Oh.
I can't even process this at all. Sorry, I'm in shock. I don't get it at all.
Phil, let me explain.
Go ahead.
Actually, I was pregnant.
I kind of got that part. But why didn't you tell me? Sorry, it's still not registering. Were you hiding it from me? I was planning to tell you a little later. I heard that it's really common to have a miscarriage in the first few weeks of getting pregnant. I still wish you told me. Sorry. I didn't want to let you down, Phil. I wanted to tell you after the baby grew a little more. But I couldn't bear it after what happened, so I told you anyway. I see now. For me, it's worst if you hold it all and never let me know about it. I want you to tell me everything from now on. Okay. I'll tell you next time. How's your health, Lana? I can't even imagine how draining it is mentally and physically. Yeah, I'm okay. That's good. You should think about taking some time off work. Thanks. I'll take it easy today. I'll go buy something for dinner tonight. Got it. I'll lie down and try to calm down. That's for the best. You should focus on taking care of yourself for now. I'll come home as soon as I can tonight. Thanks, Bill. Phil? Where did you go? I thought you came home, but you suddenly left, right? Did you go out to buy something? Sorry. Can you leave me alone for a bit? Huh? What's wrong? Did something happen? Is this about the baby? Yes and no. Lana, honestly, you're scaring me. What is this all of a sudden? You need to explain, because I don't get it. Your medical records were poking out of your handbag. So I had a look. The father of the baby wasn't listed as me. The name that was there is the owner of the coffee shop you work at, isn't it? Randy Patterson? No, you've got this wrong. What's wrong about what I said, exactly? I suddenly collapsed at work. So Randy took me to the hospital. But because he was with me, it seems like the hospital staff mistook him for the father. So it was just a misunderstanding. There's no deeper meaning behind that. Look, Lana, I'm not stupid. I trusted you more than anyone. But even I know what you're telling me now is a lie. I'm misunderstanding my butt. You should have told a better lie. Well, it's the truth. Just drop it. Were you even intending to send that text to me the other day? It wasn't supposed to be for your lover. I knew it. It just didn't feel right. That's why I looked at your medical records. Why did you do that? So, you didn't trust me from the beginning. You were contradicting yourself. How could you tell me you still didn't want a baby, but try to surprise me with one? Something was off. Looks like you were having an affair with the owner of your coffee shop you work at. You might be a bad liar, but I'm the bigger idiot here for not noticing it. I bet you were laughing at me inside for being such an idiot. I didn't. I wish I was an even bigger idiot, so I'd just keep being fooled by you. Then believe me, you can trust me again. What? Of course I can't. What now, then? You want to leave me? I still haven't sorted through my thoughts yet. I feel sick. It's all too much for me. Okay, whatever. I don't really care. There's no evidence that the child wasn't yours, Phil. And what you're saying about the affair is just you drawing your own conclusions, right? You don't have any evidence, do you? Not necessarily, but it all adds up. Right. So you've got nothing. I'd walk away with half your money, and I'd try to get alimony on top of that if you're gonna divorce me without a reason. So, go ahead and divorce me if you want. What's wrong with you? Who am I even talking to right now? The Lana I know wouldn't say such things. Then, you severely misjudged my character, Phil. This is how I've always been. Sorry. Just let me think about this a bit longer. I can't think straight anymore. Yeah, go ahead. There's no need for you to come home. Just don't cause any trouble out there. Hey, Phil. Did you do something to Randy? What do you mean? I'm asking you if you threatened him to make him break up with me. He suddenly said that he wants to end things with me, and that I don't need to go into work anymore. I bet you were behind this. What did you do? I just asked him to admit to his affair with you, that's all. Oh, and he promised to settle out of court for compensation. That's all we spoke about.
Don't do that! I don't want him to think it's a bother to have me around. Since it's all out in the open already, I was going to divorce you without you finding out. Then marry Randy.
I don't think it's my fault that you got dumped. It seems like your guy had another main woman all along.
Huh?
I went to his coffee shop while it was open, because I wanted him to admit to the affair. Of course, it was on your day off. Maybe it was because there were customers there, but he offered to pay compensation so long as I wouldn't talk about his affair at the cafe.
So? Who is this main woman that Randy has?
I don't know her name, but some new recruit who works there part-time. When I called him earlier that I sent him a letter for a compensation contract, he said he was leaving you because you were his side piece. I told him I don't need you anymore. Then he said the same. He doesn't want anything to do with you now.
What kind of conversation was that? You guys are the worst.
I know, right? I wondered why you were seeing such a scummy guy. Then I remembered that you're scum too, so it made perfect sense.
Hang on a sec. You're telling me that Randy always saw me as just a diversion? He really said that he doesn't need me anymore.
Seems that way. He did have a main woman, after all. Looks like you're dumped.
No way. When I got pregnant, he said he was looking forward to starting a family with me. Are you sure you're not making this up?
Your guy said that you have a lot of money to spend for just a part-time cafe worker. That's probably all he was interested in. And you were using a lot of your own income, and even mine on him. Saving money for our future children, eh? You liar.
But...
What?
How can you say such horrible things to me? Don't you love me anymore?
You really have to ask? I loved you a lot, so that's why all this shocked me so much. It did take me a while to start taking action after I found out. You even told that owner I was your walking wallet, right?
I didn't say those words exactly.
But you said words to that effect, right?
Oh no. Phil, my life is over. What am I gonna do?
Why are you acting like the victim here? I'm still really struggling, and I just want to run away from society. I want to forget all this ever happened.
Then please, forgive me. Let's forget it all and start over.
Are you for real? Of course I can't just forgive you. Just how much are you going to keep degrading me? You treated me like a wallet, had an affair, got pregnant with another man. You're asking me to give another chance to the woman who stabbed me in the back, then played the victim after her secret lover dumped her?
I'm sorry. I was cruel to you, Phil. I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
That's not very convincing coming from someone who was sad about being abandoned by their affair partner a few minutes ago. There's something seriously wrong with your con.
But I can't make it alone.
Your guy admitted to the affair and said he'd be willing to testify. Well, it's only on the condition that I keep the affair quiet. He doesn't want it to affect his business. And you just admitted to the affair too with these texts. So, now I have both parties admitting to it. That's all I need.
So, what?
I'm going to divorce you and hit you with every lawsuit I possibly can. I'll take care of telling my parents and yours about it. I'm afraid if you do it, you won't tell them the full story.
What? Wait. Don't tell my parents.
Why wouldn't I tell them? It's your infidelity that's causing the divorce. Plus, would you even be able to pay for all the legal fees on your own? You'll definitely end up needing their help. You've been blowing your money on your boy toy without saving it.
But let's not get divorced so suddenly. I need time to process this emotionally.
You said the other day that it's fine for us to divorce. Is it all different now that you've been dumped by your other guy? Or are you trying to delay having to pay me? You're just delaying the inevitable. The divorce is gonna be a slam dunk, and I bet I'll be getting money from you for emotional distress.
Don't say that! If my parents think it's my fault that we're getting a divorce, they're definitely going to disown me. They'll be livid, and I don't want to think about how others will see me after this.
Like I care. Serves you right for cheating on me. Not my problem.
But I had a stillbirth just a while ago. Can't you show me a little more compassion?
Yeah, if it was my kid.
But it could have been yours, so you don't know that.
Regardless, I wasn't the father on your medical records. That says it all. I really did love you, Lana. But behind my back, you were laughing at me, cheating on me, getting pregnant with another man. Why don't you show me compassion, huh?
Look, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I really regret what I did.
Of course you won't do it again. That's why I'm divorcing you, to make sure you'll never do it to me again.
Phil, please calm down.
What? How can I be calm in this situation? I married you because I thought you felt the same way about me, Lana. You meant the world to me because I thought you were my partner that I could trust with my life. But you betrayed me. I can't trust anyone or anything anymore.
Phil, I'm begging you, forgive me. The Phil that I know is much gentler than this. He wouldn't be this cold to me.
Make no mistake. You've pushed me to this point and forced me to behave this way. This isn't an issue of my character. If you think anyone would take you back after what you did, you're crazy. Did you want a husband who would forgive you for cheating on him? Then yeah, you're right. You severely misjudged my character. After that, Lana dug her heels in and delayed the divorce, but her parents helped me speed things up. I was eventually able to get a divorce in compensation for the emotional stress she put me through. Of course, her affair partner, the coffee shop owner, is paying me too. But it looks like the reality of being dumped by two men at once hit Lana hard. I heard she went and caused a scene at the coffee shop, her now former workplace, when it was packed full of customers. Videos of her meltdown trended on local social media, so the place became infamous for having an owner who got involved with a married woman. Lana was arrested on vandalism charges, while Randy watched his business's reputation go down in flames. Apparently, they're both living miserable lives now, far different from what they expected or wanted. The other day, when I passed the coffee shop, I saw that there was a big "For Rent" sign on it. I did have an agreement with Randy not to spread word about his affair, so long as he paid me compensation. But it didn't matter in the end, because Lana made it so well known. For a few years after that, I just focused on my career and didn't date any women. But about 1 year ago, I met a woman who I started dating recently. She's divorced as well. She was betrayed by her ex-husband too. So, we were both hesitant to get too close to each other. But fate works in really mysterious ways. We understand each other with our similar past experiences, so we now feel really comfortable with one another. I thought I'd never get involved in another relationship again, but you never know what'll happen in life. I'm really grateful that I met such a great girlfriend. I look forward to enjoying our lives together.